Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got a Quant video for you guys today. Got some updates for Quant that I want to get out to you. As you guys know, Quant is one of my favorite holdings, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, today we're covering Quant. You guys know Quant's one of my favorite holdings. It's one of my largest allocations in my portfolio. And it's one of my favorite coins out there just because of the project itself and everything that they are doing with the Overledger and the technology that they're building on it. So I want to jump into it here, so let's dive in. Alright, Quant currently at $104. So you got to kind of ignore the price with Quant. I know people are a little bit frustrated because it hasn't taken off like a lot of the other coins out there, but that doesn't mean Quant isn't a fantastic investment and a fantastic project. It may take some time for Quant to take off, but I think when it does, it's going to absolutely go crazy. I'm still holding all of my Quant. I haven't sold any of my Quant. I'm confident in the project and what they're doing. So if we look at the price here, as you guys know, it did get up to like $400 last bull run. And that was, in September of 2021, somewhere around there, while other projects were doing nothing. While the other projects were crashing, Quant was taking off. It did the opposite of what Bitcoin and ETH and all the other ones did, the opposite of Solana. When they were crashing, Quant was taking off. So, I think you kind of got to just take Quant for what it is, and when it decides to run is when it's going to run. And I'm just holding on to it, and when it takes off, it takes off. This is why you want to have a diversified portfolio. If you're too much into Quant, if this were like 50 or 75 or 100% of my portfolio, I'd be stressing out about it right now. But I think it's less than 10% of my portfolio right now because of all the other coins I've picked up since I picked up Quant. But it's a fantastic project, and I'm confident in it. I think it's going to do really well. So if I look at what it's doing here, it's just been kind of going sideways if you look at this for a while. But, it's been holding up above, it dipped down to like $40 here at one point in 2022. It's been holding up well above there, about double that for quite a long time. And it's, it did shoot up to $200 some at one point and had a bit of a correction. So I think it's going to take off eventually and skyrocket from here, but we'll have to see when that happens or not. So if we jump into the website here, I wanted to show you some different articles of what's going on with Quant to give you an update on what they're doing. The future of finance today. They have a bunch of different articles on their website that you guys can go through and read. If you've been following my channel, I've covered a lot of this stuff on my channel, but I've got some updates to get out to you guys. The first update for you guys is the programmable payments for mainstream banking. This came out recently in April here. The use case explores how Overledger and Quant's real-time tokenization solution enable organizations to tokenize their deposits and add programmability to money, which in turn reduces cost, bolsters security, and drives innovation. The banking transactions and payment execute simple actions, carry limited automation, and involve disparate systems and intermediaries, leading to complexity, a lack of transparency, and increased cost. Using real-time tokenization, we tokenize balances to create digital currencies with payment programmability at their core. Why does this matter to you? Well, for business leaders, tokenization and programmability offer a substantial opportunity to save costs with the efficiencies provided by blockchain. Financial institutions benefit by programmable payments. It can empower innovation for your clients with minimal effort by connecting to open banking. And then for regulatory bodies, the resulting digital currencies and embodied rules can prevent fraud and offer unparalleled traceability. The Quant RTT and our suite of programmable payment locks use Overledger APIs that connect directly to open banking to tokenize on demand. Our smart contracts add your chosen level of programmability to payments and trigger automatically depending on your predefined conditions, eliminating waste and time and reducing intermediaries and layers of complexity. And it's built on the Overledger technology and can connect to different blockchain networks, allowing payments to be processed across different platforms and multiple platforms. So they got the Quant RTT, the Quant Programmable Payment Suite, the Overledger layer, and open banking. And it says with banking, digital currency is expected to become prevalent in the next 5 to 10 years. It makes sense to now tokenize commercial bank balances. This will enable a future where payments have embedded logic and money works for us in predefined ways. With a range of smart payment locks, Quant RTT can be tailored to your specific needs. So this solution here is pretty unique. It's going to provide use case for all these business leaders, financial institutions, regulatory bodies. So these governments, even local governments, can tokenize everything on the blockchain, and they can do all their transactions on the blockchain. And the nice part about it is it's programmable, so they can set different parameters and different things to trigger things on the blockchain. Like you can literally set it up like they were talking about earlier. Like if a bank were to use this, they could set this up for payment systems within your bank account, your checking account, and tokenize it on the blockchain. Where if your bank were using the overledger, basically when you go to make payments for your utilities or for a service that's provided, like let's say for example you have a person that does something for you monthly, like a lawn service or something like that. Well, basically you can have that payment automatically scheduled to pay them every week or every month, where basically you would let it know, hey, the service was complete, and it would automatically pay them. Another thing would be like payments for deliveries. So if, like, let's say there was a delivery for an appliance to your residence or something, it would not pay them until the delivery was actually complete. They can have different parameters in there. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about is how they would confirm that the delivery was complete. I guess maybe if you could do like a UPS or a FedEx transaction, that's one way they could track it, to where if the FedEx notified them that this delivery was complete by the tracking number, then they could complete the payment, to make sure that it was actually delivered before the payment was complete. But as far as other services, like an appliance delivery, that would be my only thing, is how they would make sure that was complete somehow. So maybe there's some kind of thing. I guess how they could do it is if there was some kind of payment solution involved with that provider that's delivering the appliance, where you had to sign off on it and give some kind of code that you punched into their tablet when they delivered it, and that would be a code that would confirm that it was delivered, and then they would receive their payment. That could be one way of them doing it. I guess they would have to have it integrated with the payment system, with the service that you're paying for. So I guess it would depend on that, but there's probably ways to do that. We'll jump into the next one here. Quant and R3 selected as technology providers for the UK's regulated liability network. It says, we're proud to announce that together with R3, the enterprise distributed ledger technology and services firm, we have been selected to produce technology prototype for the experimentation phase of the United Kingdom's regulated liability network, led by UK Finance and supported by EY. So right now it sounds like they've been selected for the experimentation phase of the UK's regulated liability network, and this is by the UK Finance. So this is pretty interesting. The UK RLN is envisaged, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, as a common platform for the invitation across multiple forms of money, including existing commercial bank deposits and a shared ledger for tokenized commercial bank deposits, a collaboration of several stakeholders within the financial services industry. The UK RLN explores the options for users to make payments, transact, and settle liabilities in the increasingly digital marketplaces of the future. So they're talking about this participants for the UK include Barclays, Citibank, HSBC, Lloyds Banking Group, MasterCard, NatWest, Nationwide, Santander, Standard Chartered, Virgin Money, and Visa. These are some huge clients. They are being supported by the EY and the Linklaters and technology team of R3, Quant, DXC Technology, and Cojute. So this is some big partnerships that they're working on potentially here for Quant. As I said, this project is absolutely massive, and anybody who's not bullish on what Quant is doing is not paying attention. You got to really ignore the price action right now and look at what they're building, because when this thing takes off and is widely adopted, it's going to absolutely explode. So they talk here about the R3's shared ledger technology is a great asset to this experimentation phase of work, and they talk about how this project is being run to test the hypothesis about envisaged, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, benefits of a UK RLN as a platform for innovation, and will be integral for the future-proofing and progressing of UK's financial infrastructure. Quant's experience developing connectivity and smart contracts will provide invaluable to the UK RLN proof of concept as we look to simulate the integration of participants' existing systems and explore payments programmability that enhances the use cases and business flows. So it says we live in a digital age in which people and companies expect digital finance to operate globally at speed with better security and at scale, but our legacy payments and financial infrastructure has not kept up. As the UK seeks a leadership position in the financial markets, projects like the RLN highlighted a central role that share ledgers will play in this transition and offer a model that we can extend to other markets, says Gilbert Verdian. And as you guys know, he's the founder and CEO. We're delighted to be a key part of this important initiative, which so closely aligns with our company's vision as empowered, interconnected world. So it's pretty interesting. Sounds like they could potentially have some pretty big partnerships with this. Obviously, this is in kind of like a, what they say, it's in beta phase or experimentation phase with it. So we'll have to see how this unfolds. But Quant is, you know, again, in the forefront of this technology for these big financial institutions. So these are some updates for Quant. As you guys know, I'm very bullish on Quant. Does that mean it's going to take off to, you know, $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 this bull run? I don't know. I don't know that it'll get that high, but I'm still bullish on what they're doing, and I'm going to hold it long term and see what it does. You know, it just really depends on if ISO 222 becomes a narrative. But you guys got to also remember that Quant could start adopting some artificial intelligence technologies, and they could get some major partnerships with that. That could absolutely make Quant take off at any time. And right now at $104 or whatever it is, I think it's cheap. You know, it did get up to $400 last bull run. My price predictions for this bull run were somewhere between, I think, $1,000 and $2,500 potentially. We'll have to see if it hits those numbers or not. Right now, I'm just holding and seeing what happens. I know the price appreciation on it has been kind of disappointing for some people, but you know, if you look at the last bull run, Quant really didn't do anything till, you know, over halfway through the bull run in 2021, like mid 2021, before it really started taking off and doing anything towards the end of 2021. While the market was crashing in May, June, July, Quant was starting to pick up and take off, and it, you know, skyrocketed in September, while some of the other projects weren't really doing much at all. So you just kind of have to, you know, keep that in mind, that Quant may not take off with the other coins, but at some time I think it will. But you know, this isn't financial advice, guys. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what Quant's going to do. All I can tell you is what I'm doing with my Quant. I'm holding on to it, and I'm going to hold on to it until it appreciates in value enough to where I want to sell it. And until then, I'm going to continue to hold on to it because I'm bullish on the project and what they're doing, and I'm very confident with Gilbert Verdian and his connections and everything they're doing with the Quant technology and the overledger technology and the partnerships that they're developing. So that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Still bullish on Quant. I just want to get this video out to you guys and give you an update on it. I like to touch base with you guys on Quant every now and then, let you know my thoughts on it and what they're doing. And I appreciate it, guys. If you're interested, you can jump into my Telegram. That's absolutely free. That is in the link in the description below and the pinned comment, or you can check out my Discord. That's through Patreon. It's a membership through Patreon. It's only $14.99 a month. That's in the description below and the pinned comment. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you on the next video. Tell me what you want.